Dokkan has low-key been buffing this future saga category a little bit more than what we can just chalk up as a mere coincidence. And as you know, Dokkan likes to build up certain categories before we hop into big celebrations. And what big celebration is coming very soon for JP Dokkan? Yeah, that's right, the 7th year anniversary. I'm telling you right now, I really feel like the 7th year anniversary could be in any way, shape, or form related to the future saga category. But before we hop into anything anniversary related or any proof that I have, I'm going to catch you lacking right now with today's subscriber challenge, which is very simple. All right, if you want a anniversary centered around the future saga category, then you have to subscribe to the channel. And that means like LR Merge Zamasu, maybe, you know, future Trunks in any way, shape, or form, maybe Vegito Blue. You gotta subscribe to the channel. Now, if you don't really want any future saga related stuff, maybe you want like a form of Gogeta, or you want literally GT, right? Then I will let you off the hook for today's video. I do appreciate you being here, by the way. And let's just hop straight into this video. So first, I want to prove to you that Dokkan has been doing a lot, with this future saga category, right? So first things first, we already know that this Prime Battle LR Trunks, whose art is messed up, has received an EZA, right? Who else? Well, this guy, his EZA has been announced, so we already know that he is the... Is he the... No, he's actually not the last. We'll talk about that later. But this Trunks right here is already confirmed to be getting an EZA, and yes, he is on both Time Travelers and Future Saga. Next, we have the recent iteration. Okay, this guy came out in May, so it's a few months ago, but still recent LR Prime Battle Trunks, who does buff the Future and Time Travelers category. So he's an option, a newer option on that team. Keep that in mind, all right? Also, we have the EZA for Mai, which dropped in August, so literally almost 2 months ago now. Or I guess, it's a little less than 3 months from now, but this Mai does fit on both Future Saga and Time Travelers, and she recently got an EZA, so another buff for both categories. What else do we have here? We have the new Dokkan Fest Teen Trunks, who buffs what categories? Oh, Future Saga and Time Travelers, right? Who else do we have? Oh, that's right, the newly announced EZA for this Tech Trunks, who fits on both, again, Future and Time Travelers, who he's actually pretty good, by the way, in typical content. We also have the EZA for the free-to-play Android 17, right? Again, he's on Future. Well, he's not on Time Travelers, but yes, he's on a Future category, right? Which is basically what we're talking about here. And then we have this STR Zamasu, who also fits on both categories and just got an EZA, or his EZA was announced, right? Just like yesterday or this morning, I forgot which one it was. Then again, the opposite of Android 17, we have the EZA for Android 18. As you guys can see, we have so many buffs for these categories. Then we also have a thick STR Trunks here, and then boom, we have thick physical Trunks here. So many buffs have been given to the future, or this future category, to the point where it's like, could they really just be doing this out of coincidence? I don't think so, right? Golden Week was GT. If they continue with GT after Golden Week, then that would have meant they probably could have been building up to some sort of GT celebration, but they haven't been doing that, right? When it comes to last year's worldwide celebration, what did they do? They gave us a lot of Majin Buu Saga units, and then boom, the celebration was Majin Buu Saga themed, right? Right now, they're really going crazy with this category, buffing a lot of units. And honestly, when it comes to the 7th year anniversary, there's a few units that I really want to see. And I want you guys to let me know, again, what units would you like to see when it comes to the 7th year anniversary? Either the Dokkan Fest, the Part 1 LRs, Part 2 LRs, free-to-play LRs even, or maybe even EZAs that you want to see. And I want to go over that with you guys right now. So the first LR, in terms of Part 1 LRs that I want to see, is this sort of Hope Trunks right here. This guy really deserves, like, one of the hardest hitting LRs in the game. I would not mind, honestly, if this sort of Hope Trunks was the hardest hitting unit in the game. In my opinion, he should have like maybe 200% attack and defense, and then like another 100% on super attack, and then he gets buffed with like another 100% attack if he's, oh, that's a little too much, but you get the point, right? Like, this guy deserves to be just smacking extreme class enemies around like no tomorrow. It's basically similar to LR Full Power Frieza, how he's just disgusting against super class enemies and specifically Goku. This guy could be like the opposite, where he's just destroying everyone in the game, but doing even extra damage and maybe even more defense when he's facing extreme class enemies, or maybe even specifically a Future Saga or Time Travelers enemy, something along those lines. Okay, so I would love if this guy right here was the Part 1 LR. Now there's always two Part 1 LRs, right? So this guy's the first LR, and then we have this Goku here. Now this guy, again, I don't want a Goku specifically, even though I do believe we do deserve a Rage Goku from the moment that, you know, Zamasu and Goku Black told him that they killed Chi-Chi and Goten, right? I do believe we deserve that, and that could maybe be the free-to-play LR for the anniversary. I don't really mind that, but I really think that a blue Goku and a blue Vegeta unit, we don't really have that in terms of the Future Saga category. And I mean, Goku and Vegeta, I don't know, I can't remember if they fought together, but I do know that Vegeta fought Goku Black while Goku was fighting Zamasu, right? So they were fighting at the same time, just not the same exact enemy per se. But I really feel like Dokkan can just go ahead and say, why not? Let's drop a blue Goku and blue Vegeta that actually go ahead and, again, it's part of the Future Saga category, and you know, I would not really see any issue with that, and it does give both Goku and Vegeta representation in the anniversary. So Part 1 LRs, I would have a blue Goku and blue Vegeta that, you know, just are very, very strong, and then we have the LR Sword of Hope Trunks. Okay, so this is basically my idea for Part 1 of the anniversary. Now remember, Part 1 anniversaries usually have 2 super class units, and then, you know, it's not that they always have Part 2 both the extreme class units. During the 5th anniversary, they had Goku Black and then the extreme, you know, Broly trio. So I guess that could make sense. But for Part 2, guys, what I really almost called you guys chat since I've been streaming recently, but forget about that. We need this guy right here. I would really love if we got a transforming fusion Zamasu. So basically this Zamasu right here, and then he transforms into, you know, the corrupted Zamasu. And I really feel like this guy's whole thing could just be absolute crazy, just godly damage, right? He could have good defense. I want him to have good defense. I mean, he also have big bosses and stuff like that, right? Cold Judgment too, dude. Big bosses and Cold Judgment. Could you imagine the links on this dude? He would be really good defensively just from his links. I feel like if they gave him defensive stacking and then like 100% defense, he'll be like fine, honestly, and maybe some damage reduction, to be honest. But I want this guy to hit like a truck. I want him to nuke like literally, I want him to be the hardest thing you in the game, honestly, if we want to be completely honest with you. Okay, I feel like this guy deserves that, especially when he transforms. And then for the other LR, I really would like to see an LR Zamasu just by himself, because we don't have that, right? We have Goku Black and Zamasu, Goku Black, and then Goku Black, not even a merge Zamasu. So merge Zamasu will be filling in one of these slots, and then the other Zamasu, I would really like if merge Zamasu was physical, and then let's say, well, I guess they wouldn't drop an AGL Zamasu because we already have AGL Zamasu. Maybe AGL Zamasu could be, well, this guy fuses or transforms as well. I don't know what typing they'd make it, to be completely honest with you, but this guy, sorry, this guy's main role could be defense, right? This guy is practically immortal. You can't really damage him. So I feel like if he was structured to be on a team purely for defensive purposes, yes, maybe he could hit pretty hard, but his role is not to do damage. His role is to keep the team alive, because what is Zamasu? He's immortal. So maybe this guy could regenerate 15% HP every single time he's on the field, right? And then maybe like an extra 5% on super attack, or maybe even 3% on super attack. Maybe this guy had what, 70% damage reduction, and then like 100% attack and defense. Or maybe, okay, give him like 120% attack and defense, right? And then 60% damage reduction, 20% HP recovery per turn, and then maybe he buffed the defense of all allies or something. Like, I don't know. Like, he could actually be Future Saga Cat, or how about Future Saga Extreme Class Allies Key 3 and 40% to defense, right? So he's buffing defense, he's, you know, increasing HP on super, he's coming in the turn with a lot of HP regen, He's reducing damage by 60% with 120%. Like, this guy, like, you practically can't touch this dude, right? And if he's facing super class enemies, then he gets an additional like 60% defense. I don't know, but make this guy practically like, you have to do a lot of you have to basically get nuked in the hardest event just to do damage to this dude, right? That's how I feel like he should be. And while he's not taking damage, he's also, again, healing a lot of HP, keeping your team alive. So imagine running the best defensive LR in the game, right? With like the best offensive LR in the game. Like, this ends up becoming one of the strongest rotations in the game. Again, I would really like that. Would they do that? Probably not. I don't know, but I do think Zamasu by himself deserves an LR, and I do think Merge Zamasu also deserves an LR, or Fusion Zamasu, whatever you call him. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about easy A's, right? Because the easy A's for this category is going to make it very interesting, right? So again, we just introduced 4 new LRs for this category. In terms of leader skills, I don't really care, honestly, as long as one of them buffs Future Saga, 3 key, and 170% attack and defense, because that's what this category really needs. But let's just move on. So so the first easy A I really want is this Chad right here, Vegito Blue. And again, the reason why I think this could be a thing is because this easy A is due. We need this guy. We really need his easy A to drop already, right? And remember that Tech Hit dropped in 2019. So this guy is older than Tech Hit. If Tech Hit got an easy A, this guy is definitely due for some type of easy A. Keep that in mind. This guy, if they just change his medium chance to become super attack to great chance to become super attack, and then attack and defense plus 20% up to 180, 200%, this guy becomes a god, right? And then obviously this Chad right here. I think they should keep the leader skills the same, just increase the 3 key and 120 to maybe key 4 and 140, key 4 150, maybe key 3 150. I don't really know, but yeah, keep the leader skills the same, or just again buff him a little bit. For this guy, maybe he raises extreme class allies attack by 50% for 1 turn, right? Because his defense, he buffs defense by 50%. So increase this by 50%, or increase this to 50%, and leave this support ability maybe the same. Maybe include another extra key there, which would be broken, but it is what it is. 3 key and 50%. Maybe he gets 150% attack and defense, and then maybe 50% attack on super when facing super class enemies. And then super class enemies attack and defense minus 40%, 50%, right? This guy becomes very powerful, especially in extreme super battle road, or even super battle road, right? Where he's debuffing the enemy, has 150% attack and defense, and then giving allies 3 or 4 key and 50% defense while raising their attack by 50% per at super attack. So if this guy does like, wow, I can't speak English, man. If he does an additional super attack, then he can be buffing the allies attack by 100%. So imagine this guy, again, on rotation with this disgusting man right here, if he were to get an easy A, or some type of LR, sorry. Keep that in mind. So again, Future Saga could be looking very good. But of course, we have more. What if this unit got an easy A? This Goku Black is so mid, it's actually... Dude, his main issue is that he doesn't have defense. That's it. If they literally just gave this man attack and defense plus 40% at the start of each turn, up to 120, this guy becomes like disgustingly really good. What do they need to do with him? They need to give him defense plus 150% at the start of turn, and then attack plus 50% at the start of each turn, up to 150. That's it. That's it. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to do. And then for this guy transforms, give him attack and defense plus 170% and chance of critting 70%. Great chance to crit. Why not? And then extreme class allies, key 3, attack and defense plus 30%. He becomes a god. It's very simple. Maybe even just make a key 4. If you made this key 4, bro, this team is gonna be so cohesive. It's actually insane, right? Yeah, dude. Big Wet Bosses. He didn't have Cold Judgment, which sucks, but it is what it is. Okay. And then we also have this guy right here. This guy definitely deserves an easy A. I actually like how he's built. If they just increase his attack to maybe like 150, right? And then raise the defense up to 150, the less HP remaining, the greater the stat boost, whatever. And then they change damage reduction up to 15%, maybe, all the way up to 75%. So this guy can build up to 75% damage reduction with 150% attack. And then maybe a little bit extra defense right there. And then maybe he greatly raises attack and defense, right? If they do that, this guy is looking really... He's still pretty good. He's just not all that. So yeah, keep that in mind. But again, he deserves it. And then we have this unit right here. LR Goku Black and Zamasu. The easy... He's actually the last 90% OG lead to get an EZA, or to be announced for an EZA. Because remember, this physical, oh yeah, I took him away, but physical Trunks, remember, his EZA has already been announced. Majin Vegeta's EZA is already here. S tier Broly's EZA is already here, and Gohan's EZA is already here, right? So this is the last 90% lead that you need to get an EZA, and it makes sense that they're doing that because, again, they're buffing this category, and this is the only unit. Dude, I'm telling you guys that things are lining up in ways that are a little bit hard to just ignore, right? I'm not saying it's going to be guaranteed Future Saga, but it's a little bit hard to ignore this, all right? And then last but not least, an EZA for this Chad right here. Now, this guy could be like this is why I really like this idea here. Maybe you don't like this idea, which is fine. This guy being the best defensive unit in the game, in terms of just at least extreme class specific unit in the game, I really like that idea. I'm talking fast. I'm excited. I apologize. But this guy, again, being the best defensive unit in the game, I really like the idea. Now, let's say you can't pull him, right? Then you make this guy, his EZA, like, almost on his level, because this guy has the build for it, right? So let's say he recovers 10% HP on super attack, easy, okay? Then he reduced, he reduces damage received by 60% immediately, so he's very, very good already. Then instead of having an attack and defensive buff depending on your HP, just give him straight up attack and defense plus 60% at the start of turn. Very, very simple, right? And then give him extra attack and defense up to 60%. The more HP remaining, the greater the stats boost. That's fine. I don't really mind that. Okay. So now he can build up to a total of 120% attack and defense while having 60% damage reduction. Now I understand that you're saying that may not be the greatest. Have him stack defense, or better yet, have him have extra damage reduction when facing super. So what if it's like this, right? He reduces damage received by 60%, and then he gets an extra 20% damage reduction and a 20%. Chance to, or 20% attack when facing an extreme class enemy, or super class enemy, sorry. So he can have up to a total of 80% damage reduction and a little extra attack there. And then he gets, again, just attack and defense with 60% at start of turn, and then an additional attack and defense with 60%, the way this is stated here. And then again, he just recovers 10% HP on super attack. I mean, dude, like, he can be a very powerful defensive option, and then just give him extreme class key +2, right? And attack and defense +20%. Like, make this guy more. Look at this, dude. Cold Judgment, man. This Link here mixed with all these other units are going to be a very powerful thing once these units are really good defensively. So let me know what you guys think. Again, Future Saga desperately needs it. Giving most of these units EZAs and adding 4 new LRs just from the anniversary, and then again what would be the free-to-play LR for this category? I don't really know, right? Again, I do think the Rage Goku could be a nice option. Have we ever had a free? No, we actually haven't. I don't know what the LR would be, to be honest. Maybe this guy's EZA too. Oh my god, if this guy got an EZA, he'd be like one of the best units de facto for Super Battle Road, dude. Because it's like. Or the de facto best, you get the point, or whatever. So this guy could raise defense by 50% for 6 turns. He's actually pretty much built like the ST. Wait, when did these guys come out? This guy came out December 28th, 2017. Oh yeah, so that's why, dude. These guys are built very, very similarly, is what it is. But this guy aged definitely a lot better than this guy. So again, change his damage reduction to 60%, right? Yeah, that's actually true. 60% damage reduction and extra damage reduction when facing extreme class enemies, and then just make this 150, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Make it 150, and you're good to go, I think. And then super class allies 2 key, 20% attack and defense. Boom! I think you're balling. You're good to go. So let me know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to a Future Saga celebration? Which of these EZAs do you really, 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 really want the most? Please let me know in the comment section below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, enjoyed the speculation. I'll be keeping you guys updated with everything regarding Dokkan and the next upcoming anniversary, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.